Hi, this is Daniel Hutchins, and today I want to do my review on Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. Okay, so I thought this movie was better than the last two that they were out, and I just wanted to tell you some of my reasons why. Okay, so some of my reasons why I liked Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker was because they were very, very, very funny, but also really, really good action scenes. And of course, what made this movie different from the other two was also that Finn and Poe and Rey and Chewbacca and C-3PO and BB-8 and all of them made some new friends. And then, of course, I also liked all the fight scenes that had Rey and Kylo Ren, and then later Kylo Ren redeeming himself as Ben Solo, and then Ben Solo then helping Rey defeat the Emperor at the end of the final battle. And there were some other parts in between that and before that I liked also. There was, of course, the moment where Lando Calrissian came back, and Lando Calrissian flew the Millennium Falcon in the final battle. And then also another few parts I liked were when the Force Ghost Luke was talking to Rey, and the Force Ghost Luke told Rey that she didn't have to fear about anything or be afraid about anything because she has all the powers of the Jedi to help her defeat the Emperor. So that was kind of, really nice. And then also, another surprise that happened was when the moment came when Ben Solo, he was still feeling unsure about things. He got a surprise visit from his father, Han Solo, and of course that father-son moment, Han Solo and Ben Solo, and Han Solo telling Ben that he there is still good in him, and that he should use that good to help overcome the things that he did, and of course, all that stuff. And yeah, so there's all those things that were in that movie that I enjoyed. And then, so yeah. So I know that I'm leaving a lot of stuff out, but also just one last thing I wanted to tell you that was a very, very important moment from the movie was that the movie had finally tied in all the things we were missing about where Rey came from. So this movie was interesting because if you watch the movie, you would realize that Rey was a scavenger. Of course, you knew that from Force Awakens, and you knew that from the 8th one. But of course, this movie tied everything together on how Rey came to be who she was. And there were some important moments where Rey was on the planet where the final battle happened, and of course there was the Emperor. And then how that kind of all tied in was essentially that why Rey was there was because the Emperor actually had killed Rey's parents and that's how Rey became who she was. And of course, at that time, Kylo Ren, aka Ben Solo, had knew the same thing, and he actually knew the whole story about Rey long before she did. And so that was a very, 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 very important moment that you can take away from the movie. And so, yeah. So, then as the final battle was over and everything, then there was a happy ending with the rebels on Endor. And then the last little clip that you saw before the rolling credits was when you saw Rey. She returned to Tatooine, where, you know, it all began. And of course, there was a moment where there was this stranger. She came up, she's like, "Who are you? We haven't had people here in like a long, long time." And of course, Rey's like, "My name's Rey." And the stranger's like, "Rey who?" And then, like, you saw a moment where you saw the Force ghost in the background, and then Rey said, "I'm Rey Skywalker," and then the movie closed. But then also, so yeah, also that's just kind of tells you right there that the movie as a whole actually did have good elements. And for people who think that this movie was bad or something, you guys should think again, because this movie actually tied everything together. And you know, you can't just judge a movie by things that you might not necessarily know about, unless you have the evidence or the proof to say that you feel the way that you do. Anyway, guys, I'm sorry if I'm getting off topic, but anyway, guys, long story short, if you guys get a chance, please subscribe to my channel, and you guys have a nice day. Thanks.